Do we obsess over this island again? That's always fun. Let's obsess over places. Wow! Okay, so that's not doing it for me. How would I rectify that? Let's see, we'll push you. Oh yeah, if I push you over, I can cross over anyway. Then this lets me create a lengthwise bridge, which can be useful. Or I could make it unuseful. I could make a nice little cosmetically pleasant raft. Yeah, this is an island I just never solved, right? Because I got here via down there, and I just went up here. So like this is just a normal puzzle. Not like a weird, crazy, let's come up with something different. It's like, no, I never did come up with something for these two trees. I just took the other branch. So this is, here we go, we have meat. We have meat, I can do something. This is something I need to have solved already and just haven't. So how do I fix that about myself? How do I fix that about myself? So those directions are both trash. Those directions also don't hit anything. It really is just this one. But like that puts me right against this water. But like this doesn't seem super helpful in many cases. Yay! Performing actions at random, basically. Need the ability to roll this thing somewhere else. It might be part of it. Because looking at directions, okay, so if I push to where I'm standing right now, I can't roll it this way because the fish is in the way. If I push it left, both directions are bad. If I put it right, both, yeah. So the only direction, the only L shape I can do with this log is hitting this rock. Which means that I need this guy here, but the other way around. I need to figure out how to fix that. But he's got similar problems, doesn't he? Both those directions are bad, both those directions are bad, both those directions are bad. So I'm really stuck with this. If I push you over preemptively, then I have the ability to be like, yo, look at this, I can walk over here. Doesn't really help in any way. Just pushes it back in the water. Turn around, dick. Because if I push you here, then you'll stop it early. Which is useful, maybe? In some way? Maybe? So right now I can't get we've opened the world enough that I should be able to get around this. I don't know where the mailbox is, but there probably is one eventually. Not that way. This is actually a surprisingly long trek for a mailbox because they've really felt closely packed together lately. That's also a thing. Oh my goodness. There's one. Okay. I can push you this way. Yes! Yes! Do a dance. Do a dance. Alright. He loses his goddamn mind. Just rapidly pressing D-pad. Because, yeah, they really... I think that's also how I can kind of sprint in this game. Like, you can... Like, if you hold the direction down, it goes this speed. But if you go... Because they make sure that every time you press a D-pad input, it will do exactly what you said. So that you don't have to worry about, like, going too fast for the animations and then your inputs breaking. Like, your inputs work in this game, no matter what, basically. Which is appreciated. It's also funny. I see. Okay, let's do this again. I did it. Okay. No. No. It's not fair. This guy gets pushed from down here, then he rolls over here, and then he's stuck, so I push him in the water. I went through a whole thing to turn it sideways. How did I do that? I'm trying to remember how I did that now. Right. Involved having you face the other way. So it offsets how far it goes. Is this a good alternative? Oh my god. It's the other log that is the ramp. So going in a giant circle was never part of the puzzle. Progress for the first time in, oh god, I've been playing for 25 minutes. And this is that's the first puzzle I've solved today. Oh no. Welcome to New Island. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish here. I guess maybe you make a raft. You make a bridge to that island, the one I've already had access to before. Maybe a raft. Where would I send it? Already been down there. We've been over there, I believe. Up and left would both be stupid. I'm not sure what my goal is here. Let's see, there's rocks in the way, so I can only push this one down. Which does kind of scream, make a raft out of me, doesn't it? That's all you can do with that one. Maybe. Those both go in the water. Those both go in the water. This one goes over this for a bit, then turns into a raft. But in a really bad spot. And this goes into it. Okay. But if this one goes into this, that creates its own problems. Okay, so, like, yeah, make a raft here, I guess. And then you exist for some reason. Why am I doing this? What am I hoping to accomplish right now? I can push you over here. Does you having a log over here rock your fucking world? Maybe. It's weirdly open to possibility. Ow. Never mind. I was just thinking about how, like, if I could push it down, it's like it's positioned really well where it would be laying down here if I could roll it end over end, and then it would go straight across here into this rock. And I don't really know where I'd go from there. It just seemed weirdly like a chance for a log to escape, and which makes me wonder if it's useful for something. I don't always think that many steps ahead. I just see the opportunity to do something weird, and I'm like, that's probably something. And then this time, I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't see where else I could have taken this one. So you have to go like this. You have to roll to get away from your log. Your stump. The main thing I potentially see is just the fact that you get around a bit. No. The rock's in the way, so I can only push you this way. You won't even be laying down, so I can't make it roll end over you to do something weird. Nah, it really feels like this is the level we're dealing with today. Like the raft gives me the chance to go around a bit. Nah, I guess you just make your bridge. I guess the raft just exists to give you a platform to make this bridge, and that's just all there is. It's just kind of underwhelming because it was just an alternate path through this world originally, but I just struggled with that puzzle, so I just went around it really easily because they gave me other options. We can go back to the OG GIF exhibit. I remember you. You. Wow, you were just a blind spot. That is definitely a puzzle I just never tried to do. That was just... I had a branching path, and I took that path, and I never came back because it's really hard to keep track in this game. That's the entirety of that puzzle. Okay. God, I have no idea where my loose ends are. I kind of wish I could have, like, marked them on the map as I was going. Like, leave beacons behind to be like, here's things I want to do later. I gotta pick left or right, and I went left. Oh. Nah. This probably exists so that I can push this from behind. Then I can run around. Easy. How many places like this exist that I just haven't finished? Oh god. Orrery. This human model of the solar system has divided monster opinion since its discovery. Either it was a simplified model aiming at young humans, or they just never discovered half the objects? Where's Neptune 2? Or the moon of soft cheeses? Or Vorpal? Listen, space is big, bro. It's real big, and you gotta point your little not a microscope. Don't use a microscope on space. You gotta use a telescope on like 0.00001% of one direction of it. This is a lot of space. Sometimes you're like, wow, there was just a dog floating around orbit this whole time, and no one noticed. Dog. No, that's the rocket cat. That's the cat with the jetpack, which I'm supposed to somehow. Whoa, why have I never solved that? I must have just went right past it. Because I see the solution right here. Never mind. I see the solution less now. I see. I know what they want me to do. You push this tree to the left, and then you walk over there, and you just—that's it. That's the whole thing. But I come onto this tree from the top, and the rock's in the way, and it's just being a dick about it. So that complicates things. Was I here a minute ago? Because that raft situation looks really familiar down there. There must be an alternate way onto this island, right? Like, you can't just push this guy up. I mean, it can. It just doesn't do much. I must have made a raft. We have one long and one short, so yeah, I made a raft there, and then there's leftover long sticking out. This tree can be pushed left or up, but when it's pushed up, it's on the wrong, still in the wrong spot. It would require a lot of outside help to even turn this into a thing, and it can't come from the island above me, because that island's the one I'm trying to solve. So I'm going to be resetting that island when I try to push the log in the other direction. So I don't think we're going to get our solution from here. So I'm definitely curious about this island then. Well, that's immediately a problem. So pushing it this way, I can't go either way. The rock looks like it would help me, but there's water in the way, so I can't push that way either. And if I'm trying to make a... If I'm trying to make a replacement for the other one's situation, then, like, I'd want to push it upward, but that goes directly into the water. So how am I going to replace that path? I'm not having much faith right now. That just blocks the island, so I can't do anything. That puts it in the water. I'm not seeing much to do on this island besides what I did the first time. And yet, somehow, I can push this left. Like, the island could not be more clear about that. It feels like. Yeah, there's no situation where I take some, like, weird path down here, because I still have to push that tree up there from the right to the left to make a bridge. There's no real variability there. And I don't see any weird funny business going on around here. There's no version where I make a raft. I don't think. So I can push you up and that makes half the bridge. But then there's no way to make this guy the other half of the bridge from this position. He's just fundamentally facing the wrong way. So what else do you do with that? I find myself wondering if I can use the small stump to take it up here. Like, it questions if I could take this one here and take it all the way up here. Because if this was a raft, then I could go down. But it's from this island. I have to reset this island in order to make this tree like this again, so I can then push it over in the correct direction. Some of these are so hard. I dread editing this video where I've been playing for almost an hour and I've solved like 2 puzzles. Like moments like this, I'm like, what do I do? Do I just upload all of it as one giant continuous video that's infuriating to people and directionless, or do I chomp it down to like the 5 minutes where something kind of happened? We do have this weird tall tree here. But it never used anything? Hello, friend. Not exactly blowing minds right now. The goal is to make this raft go down. So one way to do that would be to have the long log here, sticking out one into the water, and then I could push off of it. There's 2 logs here, one of which just chilling. But I can push them other ways. Let's see. So the only way to get you away from your starting position is to push you down like this, and then you're stuck, and all I can do is push you this way into the water. So that's not great. And now I'm just really in a bad spot. Because I can push you into the water where you're useless, or I can push you this way where I can't get you to go anywhere. Or I can push you here, where it seems designed for me to push you to the right. Okay. That allows me to do that. Which really creates its own new problems at this point. I think I'm filing this under random actions that don't necessarily help in any way. It's like, wow, congratulations, you got him away from the stump. Now you can go somewhere else with him. Like, here? Wow. If I push you down, you'll hit here. So, like, I need a way to stop it. So I want to push it down just one. No, I guess it does have to push down that far, but it has to be, like, on the left somehow? That's not doable. Oh, this gets me over here, though. I just solved this on accident. I wasn't even looking at this island. I was trying to figure out my dumb shit. Hello. Succulent lamp. With desktop real estate dwindling, home furniture designers looked for new ways to combine common tabletop objects. This potted lamp is the result of crossbreeding an aloe with a light bulb. The plant requires minimal watering, and when it flowers, the bloom emits a useful nocturnal glow. Hi. Didn't even try to solve this island. I was looking at my dumb bullshit down here, and I just got here on accident. So that's a weird problem to have. Is there anything clever to do with that log that I stranded up there? Because it's in a weird position. So both directions I can push this in right now will just make it fall in the water. Same goes for that. This could go either of those two ways. Maybe go over here because then you can escape that situation. But what am I trying to do with you? I guess just make a bridge over there? Like, I guess. Do I need to push you up by one so that if I come, oops, around to here? Now you're kind of stuck. Might just be in trying random shit mode right now. Could you lay down in a better position? What is my plan here? Okay, so I'm hoping to get you to stand up on this row so I can roll you through here. Because I couldn't roll you through here. Even if I laid down the long one to fill this gap, it would just let me roll you down sideways, which would make you not useful when you landed here. So I have to roll you end over end across an unknown amount of land here to put you there. And I've moved around a bunch. Fuck it. This feels like it's the beginning of what I'm supposed to do. So I need to roll it down by one, like this. Like this is more or less what I'm hoping for. But now it's against a rock, so I can't get it away from the rock to push it down this way. So it'd be great if I could do that, but like here. But then you have the question of like, how do I get the log to stop here so I can roll it down to that? It'd be easy to get the log to stop here, but then I can't push this down because the water stops. Okay, so I get the log to stop there by pushing you up, then down. Hey! We've logicked it out. Sometimes you just gotta talk it through. I was on the right track. Whew. Progress is made of some kind. Where am I now? A new chain of islands. And there is some way in which I am meant to make sense of this. Yeah. I can push it in like this, but we have a lot of gap to cover. There's a few different ways that this might play out, but I'm currently thinking it might be a 3-tile bridge straight across. So if I get this big guy down here and push it up, it would cover the last 2/3, and then I could get this one to go here to cover the first third. Let's say we can't make our raft and then have something to push off of because we only have 2 logs. That's so that while the end result makes it look like there's a leftover that I could do something sneaky with, you can't really. But the problem is when I push this down here, where I'd want to push it forward, this is in the way. It's the origin stump that it came with. And I also can't push it further to the right up here because water's already there. So it'd have to be down here somehow. Like we essentially need some... I don't know what to do with this. Lots of shoreline in my way. So almost everything I do, it dead ends me again. And if I simply push this down, I get the first part of what I wanted. Oh, this doesn't even work out. Not only does it push that in the water, but I can't push this far enough out, then up. Because it goes in the water. Yeah, and this I could have achieved earlier. But yeah, I can't get it out to here. Because ideally I'd like... I'd have to somehow push it out by 1 here. Then push it up by 1, then out again, then up. The level of zigzag would require me to somehow... I mean, this is impossible. So you can't push it out here because the stump's in the way. You can't, and if you push it out here, you can't get it up by 1 because you have to somehow have a log in the way to stop it, but up there is all water. So I think I've essentially proven that going across this 3 here is not the solution to this puzzle. It must want something else from me. This seems wildly unhelpful. Those both don't help. Is this even the starting point I want? Unclear. Do we start with the small one instead, maybe? That's not great. And that's all it really enables me to do. So that's probably not what we're going for. This lets me push you over you. And now you're mostly just trapped. So hooray. I don't think I can push it past that stump. I know I'm just kind of flailing, but at the same time I'm just not seeing anything I can do. Oh, this is infuriating. Okay, and up there is a tree that just goes straight to the other spot, so that's the exit. So I should be attacking this from the right direction. Just gotta figure out what it wants from me. It seems vaguely likely that what it wants from me is to stack these guys on top of each other, to roll one of them over the other one, because both sides enable me to do that in different ways. This kind of stuff doesn't fly. Not unless I can get a second log to do that with again, and then it's a raft at the end, and then I can get across. But we even have a buffer island that helps ensure that we can't do much like that. Even if I stick this out like this, I can't actually block that raft from going anywhere or anything sneaky like that. Just kind of keeping an eye out for weird outside of the box surprises. What do you want with me? It has to be like the worst option. But is this really that much better? Wait. Put you down like this, then set you up on the other side. And then I get what I wanted! Ah! Ah! This didn't accomplish anything except my jubilation. Jubilations! Remember the part where I was like, this proves why you can't do the long way. I don't see much I can do with this. No, it's pretty much just the spot. See, they gave me some ambiguity, so I'm suspicious of this one. Simple bridge trees tend to be on corners, or at least walls. But this one gave me the ability to push it from any direction. So maybe there's something you can do eventually with that. But the obvious first step is just to create a bridge. Alright. I didn't even get an exhibit out of that one, it was just another alternate path that it took too long to find.